Greetings, my dear friends. This is Dreamweaver Mystics, as always. Today I want to return to a topic we have touched on before, the topic of Earth as a school for souls. I have already talked about this in the video, Is Earth a Prison for Your Soul? My thoughts. But today I want to go deeper, and let me say this right away. Everything you are about to hear is only my thoughts and guesses. I do not claim to have the ultimate truth. I simply look, compare, and share with you. One of the most interesting and complex concepts about a school for souls comes from Buddhism. The teaching of the 6 realms in which a soul can be reborn. Imagine a huge wheel. It spins. And on this wheel are 6 different levels of reality. The soul travels through them, being reborn again and again. And the goal of this journey is to learn something important. In Buddhism, the main lessons are compassion, kindness, and liberation from suffering. Let me describe the 6 realms. The Deva realm, the realm of the gods. This is the highest and most pleasant level. Here live beings who have accumulated a great deal of good karma. They experience enormous bliss, live in luxury, in heavenly mansions. It seems like paradise. But there is one problem. Because they have it too good, they do not think about spiritual development. They have no suffering, so they have no motivation to change. They simply enjoy themselves and gradually use up their good karma. And when it runs out, they fall back down to the lower realms. It turns out that this is a dead end. Too easy does not mean good for the soul. The Asura realm, the realm of Titans. This realm is inhabited by beings called Asuras. They possess great power and might, almost like the gods. But they are constantly jealous of the gods and war with them. They have everything except one thing: peace. Their life is an endless struggle, aggression, and envy. This realm teaches us that envy and constant comparison with others is a path to nowhere. Even if you have power, without inner peace, you will not be happy. Asuras resemble people who have achieved success, but constantly look at those who have it better and suffer because of it. The human realm. This is our world. And in Buddhism, this is considered the most fortunate and valuable rebirth. Why? Because only here, in the human world, is there a perfect balance. Unlike the gods, we experience suffering and know that we need to change. Unlike animals, we have reason and the ability to understand complex things. Unlike the beings in hell, our suffering is not so terrible that it paralyzes our will. It is here that the soul has a chance not just to pass a lesson, but to break out of the cycle of rebirth entirely, to achieve enlightenment. The animal realm. This is a world where instincts rule. Animals live in the here and now. They have no abstract thinking. They cannot ask questions about the meaning of life. They are subject to fear, hunger, and the instinct for survival. In Buddhism, it is believed that rebirth in the animal realm is the result of ignorance, stupidity, and following only base desires. Of course, animals are cute and we love them. But from the perspective of soul development, this realm is a dead end. The Preta realm, the realm of hungry ghosts. These are some of the most terrifying beings in Buddhist cosmology. They have huge bellies, symbolizing an insatiable thirst, but tiny mouths and thin necks through which they cannot swallow food. They are eternally hungry and thirsty, but can never be satisfied. This is a punishment for greed and obsession with material things. A punishment for a soul that cannot let go of its craving for possession even after physical death. The Naraka realm, the realms of hell. The most terrifying level. Here, souls experience unimaginable suffering. But unlike the Christian concept of hell, this is not an eternal curse. Souls come here for a time, until they work off their negative karma associated with hatred and cruelty. It is like a maximum security prison, unpleasant, but it is correction, not eternal damnation. And here is what is interesting. Buddhism claims that we have already been in all these realms, an infinite number of times. We have been gods, animals, and monsters in hell, and we will continue this endless journey on the wheel of samsara until we pass the final exam. But what is this exam? In Buddhism, it is believed that the main goal is the development of compassion. The soul must learn to have compassion for all living beings, regardless of which realm they are in. Those who have not learned compassion are reborn either in the human realm or at a lower level. The task becomes more difficult. If you did not pass the exam, you are given more difficult conditions so that you finally understand the lesson. If you failed compassion at the human level, next time you might end up in the animal realm, where instincts rule. If you cannot let go of greed, you become a hungry ghost. And if, on the contrary, you have shown great compassion and wisdom, you may ascend to a higher level, the realm of the gods. But this is not the end of learning. It is just the next grade, where another exam awaits you. Even the gods continue to learn, even though they have no visible suffering. Their task is not to get stuck in pleasures and not to lose awareness. But here is the question that haunts me. Is the exam in our world definitely about compassion, or could it be something else? It seems to me that for each soul, the exam can be individual, personal. Someone needs to learn compassion. Someone needs to learn forgiveness. Someone needs to learn to accept themselves with all their flaws. Someone needs to learn to ask for help. Someone needs to learn to let go of control. The world presents us with situations, and we react. These reactions show what level we are at. If people constantly irritate you, perhaps your exam is in patience. If you constantly feel like a victim, perhaps your exam is in taking responsibility for your life. If you are afraid of change, perhaps your exam is in trusting life. And here we come to an interesting point. The idea of exams for the soul exists not only in Buddhism. It is a universal concept found in many religions and philosophical movements. Let us look at Christianity. One of the most important practices here is the examination of conscience. This is a tradition with deep roots. The Apostle Paul called on believers, "Let a person examine himself." This is a call to daily self-analysis. This became especially prominent in Catholicism thanks to Saint Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuit order. He developed a method of spiritual exercises that detailed how to conduct an examination of conscience. This is not a mechanical listing of sins. It is a deep analysis of one's thoughts, words, and actions. A person asks themselves, where did I stray from goodness today? Where did I show pride? Where did I miss an opportunity to help? This is a daily test of one's soul, an attempt to see whether you pass the exam or not. In Islam, there is a similar practice called muhasabah. It is self-reflection, self-accounting. A Muslim must regularly evaluate their actions, intentions, and thoughts to notice sinful inclinations in time and repent. It is important not only to analyze the bad, but also to thank the Almighty for the good. It is an attempt to look inside yourself and understand how far you are from the ideal. In Judaism, there is the concept of cheshbon hanefesh, accounting of the soul. In the Kabbalistic tradition, it is a method of meditation and self-analysis that allows a person to take stock of the day, evaluate their actions, and correct mistakes. This is also a kind of exam. So we have a strange picture. On one hand, Buddhism speaks of global cosmic exams that determine in which realm we will be reborn. On the other hand, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism speak of a daily examination of conscience, of the fact that we must constantly check ourselves. Perhaps these are links in the same chain? Perhaps these daily examinations of conscience are preparation for the main exam. Perhaps each day we are given a small test. How did I react to a rude salesperson? Did I respond with rudeness? Did I stay silent? Or maybe I smiled and wished them a good day. Each such choice changes not only our mood, it changes our karma. It prepares us for the next rebirth. I do not know how this mechanism really works. I do not know if the wheel of rebirth exists. But it seems to me that the very idea of a school for souls is very sound. If a student did not understand the topic of compassion in first grade in the human realm, they will be given more difficult conditions in second grade. They will be reborn in a realm where there is more suffering. Or, on the contrary, they will be sent to the realm of hungry ghosts to feel firsthand what greed and obsession with things are. School is about making mistakes. We are afraid of mistakes. But maybe we should not be afraid? Maybe a mistake is just a pointer, a red pen from a teacher in the margins of a notebook. You made a mistake here. Go back and work on this topic again. What do you think? What exams does life give you? Do you ever find yourself in the same situation again and again until you make the right choice? That is an exam. That is school. And that is all for today. This was Dreamweaver Mystics. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and write in the comments, what exam do you think you are taking right now? I read everything. And remember, even if you fail an exam, you always get a retake. Until next time.